Vladimir Putin's insane multi-million-dollar security. Hello and welcome back to the Luxury Kingdom. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Vladimir Putin's got a few enemies, so it's no surprise that he spent quite the fortunes protecting himself. Advanced tactics, wide-scale surveillance, you name it. Stick around because I've got the inside scoop on the many people that make sure you can't get within 3 feet of Putin's. Now, I'd go as far as saying Putin might not even need a security detail. Being a former KGB agent, he has more than enough training to assess dangerous situations and to protect himself during a one-on-one confrontation. Case in point is Putin's famous walk. See how he swings one arm and keep the other relatively still? It's theorized that that's from decades of KGB training. He knows to keep his hand constantly at his side in case he needs to pull out a weapon. Some even say he's got a gun up his sleeves. I frankly wouldn't put it past him, but in reality, Putin's no one-man army, and he is in fact quite obsessed with keeping himself secure and alive. He takes care to keep his health in tip-top shape as well. You can find Putin taking serious measures to keep himself virus-free, for example, like wearing a hazmat suit before visiting a hospital in 2020 and meetings with world leaders and even his own advisors. He likes to keep a nice safe distance between him and them, sometimes even up to 20 feet. Then who is in charge of keeping Putin safe? Well, the special service responsible for the security of the Russian president is called the Federal Protective Service. Its staff records and financing are pretty classified, but some sources say it numbers over 50,000 employees in total. Putin's bodyguards call themselves musketeers. They are comprised of a special unit within the Federal Protective Service, which traces its roots all the way back to 1881. Back then, they were tasked with protecting SARS. Now they protect SARS adjacents. Putin isn't going to surround himself with just anybody that can hold a service weapon. His bodyguards are handpicked for qualities that include operational psychology, physical stamina, and the ability to withstand cold and not sweat in the heat. Pretty tall order if you ask me. Well, that's probably why I'm not the part of the Secret Service. The Musketeers are reportedly, and for offense, that serves as shields to protect Putin. They pack Russian-made 9mm SR-1 Vector pistols loaded with armor-piercing bullets. They also follow Putin around when he's flying on his legendary airplane. It might not look like much on the outside, looking like a basic Illusions IL-96-300 model airplane. Putin's presidential plane has been severely modified and costs $504 million. Inside the cabin is ridiculously lavish and sporting a level of luxury not very many heads of states can brag about. Beautiful birchwood furniture and incredible gold accents even allure golden bathrooms. The plane has 87 phones and a video teleconference system, so Putin can always stay on top of things even when he's several miles up in the air. The presidential plane is unsurprisingly outfitted with a hefty amount of military technology. It has anti-missile defense systems on board and can refuel midair. Couple that with the spacious office space on board, and Jim and Putin can turn this flying command center into the Kremlin 2.0. Of course, with decked out equipment like that, Putin's guards aren't just to stand as a shield for oncoming bullets. They try to avoid danger long before it has a chance of even happening. For example, before Putin's travels, it's the job of its guard details to scout out his destinations months ahead of time. They check to see how the public will respond to his visit. They even check the weather. The last thing you need is an unexpected bout of bad weather or a natural disaster. They inspect whenever Putin will be staying and install jamming devices to prevent remote detonations of bombs. When technicians conduct electronic surveillance of cell phones and other devices in the area, some very high-tech sci-fi level security measures. Putin also has someone samples the meals before serves the meals he serves to ensure he's not being poisoned. Kind of like a medieval king would see. This is what I mean when I say SAR adjacent. Except unlike the Middle Ages, this time Putin gives it a modern twist. According to the founder of the club to Chef, the Chef, a culinary organization whose members cooks for heads of states and monarchs around the world. There are testers, but only in the Kremlin, where a doctor checks every dish to make sure it's safe. If you've seen this video from 2018, where one of Putin's bodyguards was recorded intimidating famed mixed martial arts champion Conor McGregor, you know a little bit about his bodyguard tactics of operations. Not just anyone can get near the king. A man can be seen briefly stepping into view to correct McGregor with a steely gaze and a gesture the fighter was looking pretty sheepish. After that little exchange, feel kinda bad for him, not gonna lie. So what are the tactics Putin's security details employs? First off, they are always prepared. As I mentioned earlier, months before Putin leaves his residence to appear in public anywhere, his security team has already done a full analysis of the area, assessing the possibility of criminal activity, social unrest, and natural disasters like earthquakes and floods in the region. If the president is going to be staying anywhere, members of his guard arrive at the place to coordinate their security schedule with the local authorities. They check the accommodations from top to bottom, making sure everything is up to code and everything is repaired to the last doorknob. The way during Putin's stay, no technicians or repairmen would be needed to access his living quarters. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.